Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video I'm going to be doing some pulls on the Sinister Scavenger wheel. As you can see, this wheel here is actually a pretty good wheel. I think it was initially going to be the Limit Break 3 wheel, but obviously Limit Break 3 got changed to a mid to late December release, so it just basically became a different type of wheel. Maybe they'll do a Limit Break 3 wheel when it comes out as well, because it has exactly the same odds as the previous Limit Break wheels, basically. This is exactly the same sort of thing we saw previously. Now, personally, I didn't think this event was that great, although I do get some good pulls, just because the guarantee of getting actual, like, tangible rewards where you're like, yes, this is nice, was hard to come by. It was purely odds based on this wheel, but the effort that you had to put in to get the pulls was insane. Like the candy corns, having to do 100 flawless raids in the current situation that a lot of people are sat in when it comes to raiding. The only way you can do this consistently is by having a really next gen attack team, which not many people have in terms of survivability on attack. A lot of people have to use S classes and those characters get taken out, which obviously means it's not a flawless attack anymore. Or you've got to have your region drop teams, and I've seen basically a lot of regions did drop teams, which was great, but that shouldn't be the way the game should be done. That shouldn't be a system. So I think 100 flawless raids versus just 100 raids would have probably been a better way to do it personally, but it is what it is. We'd also had those revenge raids, which is just a completely broken system. I know we got compensated on that, which is obviously great, but the revenge system is just completely broken. There should never be any sort of requirement to do any revenges of any kind until it actually gets fixed in some way, because revenges are absolutely trash. It doesn't matter whether it's on a personal level, on a faction level, as a faction, it doesn't matter. They just are not working properly in terms of you can't raid a lot of people a lot of the time because they're shielded. So yeah, getting those done on a large scale is really bad. So lots of this was bad. Honestly, this event was bad, but I saw it as just like a little bonus. And I do kind of, I don't think the roadmap's up currently, so I can't actually show you. Yeah, it has completely gone. But the roadmap where you could go all the way through with, I think it was the soul, was it the soul size or size souls, to get the weapon. Very few people would have picked that up. I'm guessing, legitimately, 1% or less of the game would have gone for that, because it just wasn't worth it. It was very expensive. The weapon wasn't that great. It just was visually really nice. And it just seems kind of strange. It just seems like an all-round strange situation. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the event itself, guys. Like I said, I don't think it was great, but I did get some pulls and I do get some luck. And here are those pulls. I think I'm going to pull on Prison Guard Rick. Any of these characters would be nice at 6% odds. Any of these characters would be nice. We'll take... Okay, here we go. Here is Rick. Temple incoming. Who am I gonna get? Hopefully a gold mythic of some sorts. We're gonna get that 1 silver. 2 silvers. What? That is nuts. That is nuts, Cygnus. That is actually hilarious. Bro. We get a gold. We actually get a gold. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. I'll take it. Not too bad a 10. That's not terrible at all. Ty is one of the more decent characters in there, and I do not have him proper all tiered up. So yeah, I'll take. I can actually just limit break him right now. And I'll level him up at some point, and that's going to increase his attack output, which in turn will increase his burn, which in turn will increase his viability in certain game modes. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. So yeah, Tyre's getting the Limit Break 1 upgrades. Happy days. Happy days. Okay, so how many golds am I going to get in this 10 pull, guys? We have got another 10 pull. And I already did a 10 and I got pretty lucky. And I had some pretty good guesses by you guys in chat. So I'm going to pull on who I got before, which was Ty. How many golds am I getting in this one? I'll let you guys have a little guess. 1 Davy. Glenn's just saying 1 Davy. 1 gold. Cygnus is saying no golds, just 2 silvers. 3 silvers, 1 gold. 1 Veronica. Eugene Davy. Okay, let's see what we get, if we get anything at all. Here's the 10. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we get. Putting on Ty. We got Ty quite early on in the temple last time around. 6% chance to get something decent. Jeremiah. Sawyer. 5s and 6s so far. No real solid luck. But then we'll take. We get 1. We get 1. I got him. It's not too bad. I'll take it. It's just an upgrade to the one I've got already. But that will be more stats, means more bleed. And closer on his way to limit break 3. Did anyone say Zachary? Carlos. Carlos actually just called Zach. But we had a lot of people saying 1, so. Okay, let's limit break. Let's go with the limit break. There we go. Thanks for tuning in, Mini Baker lads. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. So as you can see, I did get pretty lucky, and I did manage to limit break a couple of characters, and it's pretty funny. I didn't really think about it before this, but they are both damage over time characters, so that's just going to improve the dot damage, you know. I use these characters from time to time in Conquest. They are also my challenge run, you know, quite foundations of a couple of challenge run teams. So I'm pretty happy with that in terms of the damage output that's going to help me with long term. And I have obviously got Zachary to limit break 2 now. That was limit break 1, but I've gone to limit break 2 due to my pulls earlier on for Marcus. And if you haven't seen that, you should see a link in the top right hand corner now for the 120 pulls I did for Marcus. So quite a few gold mythics for me in the last week, but as I've always said, I don't really look at the end result or the rewards on RNG to base the quality of an event. You know, I know people who came out of this with nothing, and that's why I don't think this event was great. Just because I got some good gold doesn't suddenly make it a good event. It was nice to get nice rewards. I think the odds on the wheel were good, but the event to get those free-to-play rewards, the likeliness of getting something good was way too low, and there needed to be a better guarantee. And there's some tangible rewards that you can do. TWD medals, gold mythic tokens, guild bits. That's something you could give out in those missions. Like completing all the missions, give out like a guild bit, half a character on sale. Wouldn't have been terrible then, maybe. Wouldn't have been terrible. It wouldn't have been great, but it definitely wouldn't have been terrible. But those are my thoughts. I want to thank you very much for tuning into my video. If you do have any tokens left, pull before the wheel ends. Once the wheel's gone, you will not be able to do any pulls, even single pulls. Do tell me in the comments if you did manage to get anything off this wheel. That is the end of my video, guys. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.